stronger every day. Keep on pushing through the pain. Keep on running till we die. Ain't no mercy in this life. There's nowhere left to run away. No, there's nowhere left to run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away,
Tough questions they need to answer. We're here to make sure they're held accountable. This is not about persecution. It's never about persecution. Truth should not be afraid of the truth. Hang out the Catholic Church for all of the reports of child sex abuse. They point the finger, they point the finger. They say, how can that possibly be the truth? How can that? Try to cover it up, try to downplay it. No. So here we are. It's the lunch hour. Sessions are going to be getting started again real soon. And we're just taking our walk down the promenade, as it were. A lot of people will not make eye contact, but that's okay. It's okay.
JWFacts.com. Google it. Australian Royal Commission.
Case 29, case 54. Thousands of victims, can't be wrong.
JWFacts.com. Get the facts about the organization.
That's right.
You want the real truth? JWFacts.com. Google it. Australian Royal Commission.
This is not persecution, this is accountability. They'll be busy calling us mentally diseased, apostates, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. If even just a few people start asking the question, like, what is this Australian Royal Commission? Why do they keep bringing up the Australian Royal Commission? Anybody just does a Google on it. Case 29, Jehovah's Witnesses. Case 54, a 2 years later follow-up. What's been done? How have things been improved? Well, the answers are shocking, absolutely appalling.
getting stronger every day. Do the bullets and the flames.
So, sessions are out.
The fires
We're standing here right at the very front entrance.
there's no place left to hide. You got nowhere.
JWFacts.org. Take a look at the facts. Don't endeavor to protect your children, just do it. Google the Australian Royal Commission, case 29, case 54. Investigating Jehovah's Witnesses.
My suggestion is you're kid for next year.
$66 million class action lawsuit in Canada over child abuse. Protect your kids. Yep. We even have a very kind attendant standing with us. We have an awesome police officer here. He doesn't seem to mind what we're doing. We have another attendant here. We've got even more attendants over here doing parking. You know? Everybody's getting out. Loads of people reading our signs. Loads of people. Hopefully, just hopefully, somebody will pull up the website and start reading.
Jesus even loves his enemies. Jesus didn't shun anybody.
Personally, I can honestly say that I feel honored to have been able to walk with the people that I did today. You all know who you are. It was the first time ever protesting, and honestly, it was an incredible experience. It was cathartic, to say the very least. It was therapeutic. It was nerve-wracking at some points. I think the very first lap that we did around the building, I was surprised at the fact that my knees were able to actually stay under me and keep one foot going in front of the other. I remember that we were also very concerned about the weather because there was talk about, thunderstorms and all the rest of that. Well, not one drop fell on us all day long. In fact, quite sunny. Bit of a sunburn, applying some aloe vera to it. Yeah, you might have seen the post that I shared where someone on Reddit thanked us for what we were doing. I wasn't with the group that got this, but like when I heard about it, how one person going in gave us a little discreet sort of thumbs up down low, like right in front, just enough that we could see it. Seeing that post on Reddit, no word of a lie, I started to ugly cry in happiness. As I was saying in my videos, if we can reach just one person, just let them know that there is a way out. There is truth besides what they're being force-fed. It's not the way, as we were often singing, so to speak, back in the day, out of that old brown god-awful songbook. It's so nice to just be able to speak out. A couple of other stories. I was wondering at one point, and also hoping that I would see either some family members or people that I knew growing up. Well, by the end of the day, I was starting to get a little bit discouraged. I was like, oh no, am I going to see anybody? Am I going to get to see anybody and just kind of lock eyes with them? Well, once again, Jehovah to the rescue. As we were standing in front of one of the main entrances to the facility, as the masses were exiting, we were literally 7 or 8 feet from the door. It was great. And police officers standing right there, it was wonderful. And then out comes my oldest sister and her husband. And I recognized them right away. They saw me. They saw the banner I was standing behind. They saw the sign that I was holding. And the side that was showing towards them was Watchtower sued for child abuse, paid for by your donations, ? They both locked eyes with me. I locked eyes with them and smiled, and then immediately started chanting about how protecting pedophiles is not love, and love should never do such a thing. Now, as if that wasn't icing on the cake, because I know, guaranteed, as soon as they scurried away, afraid or offended, whichever one you want to call it, they would have texted my mother and father Mom, Dad, you're not going to believe it. He's protesting. He's gone apostate, full-on apostate, blah, 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 blah. I hope they did. I wear that label so proudly. I am so happy to be calling myself an apostate to that religion, that cult, that doomsday cult. I'm so glad that I'm not a part of it anymore. And at one point in time, I just turned to one of the attendants that was guarding us, and I said to him, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at all. And he kind of looked at me disgustedly, and I said, what are they going to do? Shun me harder? Oh no. It boggles the mind, how they can claim to be a religion of love. No, not one bit. But then later on, not too long after I saw my sister and her husband, then I saw an elder that I've known since I was a baby. In fact, he was almost like a second father to me in some ways. And he came out of the building, looked at us, looked at me. I locked eyes with him, and of course, same thing again. Started chanting about how you shouldn't endeavor to protect your children from child abuse. You should just freaking do it. Like, there's no endeavor. There's no try. It's just do. You know, just do it. Do the right thing. True love should not be afraid to just step up and just get it done. You know, just get it done. In the end, there were a lot of people that were looking very closely at our signs that we held up as we were leaving. And as the one Reddit post said, the guy that saw our sign, you know, he heard something yelled out that kind of made him think. So if we made somebody stop and think, if we made some people wonder, what's this Australian Royal Commission they're talking about? Case 29, case 54, what is that? If somebody goes home and just Googles it and looks it up, especially because of the fact that they had that child sex abuse watchtower today, which unfortunately at a convention means it was summarized and blitzed over in half an hour. If somebody just goes and looks at that and just like watches the testimony, like, you know, like John Cedars, Susan Gaskin, a whole bunch of others, like they've done some coverage on it. But even if they, you know, even if they're afraid to like start looking at some of these former witness activists and just watch the deposition of Jeffrey Jackson and, oh crikey, I can't remember the names of the other two, but like from 2015 and 2017, if they stop and look at it, like they'll see these leaders of theirs like lying under oath. Look at the deposition of here in Canada under like the Randy Wall before the Supreme Court and how they boldface lied under oath. If this is something that they should be proud of, if this is something that's scriptural, something they stand behind, you shouldn't have to lie about it in court. You should be like, yeah, we do this. Suck it. They do that about blood transfusions. Don't even get me started there. Anyway, to everybody that has responded to the multiple live videos, to everyone that has voiced their love, their encouragement, both before and after and even during, thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. It's been an honor and a privilege, and it will not be the last time that I'm doing a protest. Brand new ex-Jehovah's Witness activist here, and so glad to add my voice to everybody else. So looking forward to engaging with everyone in the community. Check out jwfacts.com if you are curious. Check out jwsurvey.org as well. That's another awesome site. Check out vastapostatearmy.com, which is another wonderful website. I was wearing a hoodie today. One of my fellow protesters was wearing the baseball cap advertising that. Take back the word apostate. It's not an insult. It's a compliment when it comes to this crew. It really is. We wear it proudly. So thanks again. Love you all, and we'll be in touch.
No, you got nowhere to run away.
This is not about persecution. It's never about persecution. Truth should not be afraid of the truth.